It is the second ODI of this three-match ODI series between Bangladesh and Australia. Well, from Cardiff to Mirpur, it took Bangladesh 21 years to seal their second ever ODI win against Australia. And it came at the right time as Bangladesh leading the three-match ODI series 1-0 over Australia. The visitors will be gearing up to make a comeback in this series. Bangladesh, on the other hand, will be looking to seal another historic win in Mirpur. Hello and welcome to Ace Developers Presents Straight Drive. I'm here with Atta Ali Khan and Brad Hogg. How are you guys? Kemon acho, Brady?
Ono Pello.
Oh, lovely. How are you, Atta?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Otherwise, I'll start with you. Obviously, the first win of this series obviously give Bangladesh a lot of confidence, gearing up to win this series. They're coming up 3 wins before this.
Mazhar, I think everybody will need to understand the fact that Bangladesh has played some really good cricket, especially in white ball format. Okay, let's just stick to a one-day format. So one-day cricket, when you start winning series, so you start to have that kind of a confidence. You're giving fans a really big hope, the country hope that we are winning on a consistent basis, and they start well. And if you look at what they did, you mentioned 2005. It was unexpected win for Bangladesh. The last time they played Australia was day before yesterday. I think people were expecting a win. I think that's the big difference that has made a big change in terms of thinking, in terms of their planning and strategy. I think it's a really good sign for Bangladesh.
Hoggy, the best tourist becomes students first. Hard yakka continues for Australia.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up the hard jacket. That's a good Australian saying that. But Australia, look, they've got their work cut out. They've had a terrible series over in Pakistan. They lost that particular series, and now they're on the back foot here against Bangladesh. Now, we're missing a few players, Head and the bowling contingent of Hazelwood and Cummins, but that's no excuse. We've got plenty of depth. And this young group that are over here, it's time to step up. And when you're going through bad times, it tells a lot about the group. They either come together, work it out, or they start to capitulate and things go through the change rooms, which aren't good moving forward. So it's a big moment for Australian cricket on this tour for this young group.
Right, let's talk about the first match. Bangladesh, after being sent to bat first, posted 280-odd runs, where Mosaddek coming in on the after 4 years, scoring top 86 unbeaten. Ellis picked up 3 wickets. Shant also scored 67. Australia in reply 191 for 9, and they go on to lose by 86 runs in DLS method. Obviously Green scoring 52 and Rana 4 for 41. Brady, tell us more about the Australian side after the defeat in the first match. Obviously there are a few boxes to tick for them. What are the areas you think they need to work on?
I think in the bowling department, I just think they tried too much at the wrong times yesterday. They weren't patient enough. I think Renshaw, his last over, he was trying too much. And Green, threw a few patches there, he was trying too much as well. And he should have just been trying to hit a back of a length there, trying to bowl test match length and try and dry it up. But trying to chase wickets, sometimes you can get hurt and let Bangladesh get away. And then we're looking at the fielding highlights here as well. Their fielding was not Australian standard. There were too many easy catches dropped. I think the energy out in the middle wasn't right. And I just think, if you look from the side, it was an Australian team that is on top of their game. There's a few holes in there. They've got to turn it around today. They'll rectify it. And Bangladesh, they'll be put on the back foot today because Australia don't like being beaten twice in a row.
Undoubtedly. Otherwise, on the other hand, Mosaddek making a comeback to the international cricket after 4 years, making an impact with the bat straight away, and also picked up 2 wickets. Tell us more about him.
I think I like the mindset. I think that what stood out for me was the mindset. It's never easy to be out of the reckoning of not picking the cut in the national team for 4 years, almost 4 years. And then he gets an opportunity against the Australians. What the expectations were, can he prove a point here? Can he make some kind of contribution where people will start to think, yes, he deserves the place? Well, mind you, this has been a very good comeback from him. He runs with the bat, took a brilliant catch while running back and also picking up a couple of wickets. And it's the kind of position that he bats in at 7 and 8. It's a very important position in one-day format because if you lose early wickets, you need somebody to hold on. But what he showed that even though at one stage Bangladesh was struggling with the bat, but he came in
About his
and scored
bowling,
runs.
Athar, by 2 wickets in crucial situations.
Yeah, I was coming to that, Mazhar, because I thought batting was more important. He came in and bowled really well. We spoke about how Nathan Ellis bowled. We spoke about how quick and accurate was Nahid Rana and Mustafizur Rahman. But what about Mosaddek Hussain as an off-spinner? They're not only doing something special with the bat, but also with the ball. When he came in, he bowled in really good areas. And they didn't pick him up quite easily because they thought maybe this was a pitch which would favor the seamers. But full credit to Mosaddek Hussain. He kept his cool, bowled at really good areas, and did the trick with the ball as well.
Hoggy, what about someone like Nahid Rana, the charging bull? Picked up 16 wickets in the last 2 series, picked up 4 in the first, tormenting the Australian batting lineup. Tell us more about Nahid Rana. You must be impressed.
Oh, I'm very impressed, and you know, bowling 145, 150 plus.
In fact, the last ball of his spell was 146 kilometers per hour.
Now, that's the impressive thing. It was hot out here yesterday. It was tough conditions. He's a fast bowler coming off a long run-up, and he just bowled the house down. Look at the footwork from the Australians. That's Josh Inglis there, playing away from his body. Carey, too much pace on the ball there, and then all of a sudden Scott gets one, and then Bartlett tries to pull him, and I think that was Bartlett's second ball against him, and as a tail ender, that's a big ask to try and pull someone with that pace, with that bounce, second ball that you've ever faced him. But this is good signs for Bangladesh cricket because, yes, they've had quality bowlers of Mustafiza, Tuskadaman out the other end, but now they've got that genuine pace. And going over to South Africa, that is what you need. That wicket taker coming through the middle overs with your spinners, but your batters have to stand up as well with that extra bounce as well, and they're starting to do it.
Before going to South Africa, they're going to Australia, mate. Don't forget that. They're going to Australia.
Yeah, that's a test series, and that's going to be good because I'd be sending the one-day team over for that test series to get more exposure to that extra pace and bounce.
In South Africa, they play a whole series of test matches, ODIs and T20 internationals. But just on Nahid Rana, Mazhar, in 2026 this year, he's the most successful in terms of wicket taking as a pacer. 31 wickets in 11 international matches, 20 wickets in 7 ODIs. He's been sensational because you can bowl quick, you can bowl, you can bowl your heart out, but he's backing it up with performance in terms of those wicket column. And he's also economically, he's not gone above 5 runs in an over. That is absolutely fantastic. And if he can continue to do this on a consistent basis, then watch out. Watch out for Nahid Rana, the thunderbolts that he exposes the batters to.
And I've got to say something here just on what you've just said, Ali. That was just sensational. But the line, the length, he doesn't get off the same line and length. Only a couple of times he tried to bowl a Yorker, but he was just consistent on that test match length, and the Australian batsman had no answer for it. And if you look at the Australian bowlers, someone like a Green who's got the same height, not quite the same pace, but not far off it, was trying way too much. And Australian bowlers could learn from Rana the way he bowled yesterday.
Will Nathan Ellis play a big role? He's picked up 3 wickets, picked up 10 in his last 4 ODI matches, so he's been in terrific form as well.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to compare Ellis to Rana because of the difference in height. Yeah. And you saw Ellis when he went shorter yesterday, it was skidding and wasn't bouncing, so he has that advantage. But the one thing that I liked about Ellis yesterday was that he was swinging the ball with the new ball, putting it up there, challenging the outside edge and inside edge of the Bangladesh batsman. When it stopped swinging, that's when he went to his variations. And he's a bowler that can control those variations. And that's one big asset that Australia have got in this team at the moment, Nathan Ellis's bowling. I think he's one of our best white ball format bowlers.
Otherwise, tell us more about Nathan Ellis. His slower deliveries and back of a hand slowers have worked really well for him.
I mean, if you look at what he did yesterday, he was outstanding. And make no mistake, I mean, the couple of catches dropped of his bowling also, if I'm correct, if my memory serves me right. I think it is important to realize the kind of surface you're bowling at. And you spoke about, Mazhar, the variation, the back of the hand, the slower, the cutter. If you're troubling the batter and not picking up the wickets, then you need to start developing that skill that Nathan Ellis showed to bowl the back of the hand or maybe the cutter. And he's done that wonderfully well. He would need support from his fielders, mind you. I mean, you've got to go, catches win matches. No, I mean, there's no question about that. So if they get support and if he can bowl in those areas again and develop, I mean, and show that skills that he showed in the last ODI, then surely he'll trouble the batters.
And you bring up a good point, getting backed up by the fielders.
Yep.
Yesterday, Australia's fielding was terrible, wasn't up to standard. But the bowlers were good with the ball, but also good in the field as well. The batters have got to help the bowlers out in the field.
Right, the toss will play a crucial role yet again here in Mirpur, and Lisa Staliker is alongside the two captains and match referee.
Well, match 2 of the Dutch Bangla Bank ODI series. I've got the match referee, Prakash Bhatt, Mahedi Hassan Miraj and Josh English, the two captains. Mahedi, you've got the coin.
Tails.
Tails is the call. Tails again, Australia
we'll
win the toss.
First.
So Josh, you're going to bat first again.
Yes.
What are you looking to rectify from the first game?
Probably all 3 facets of the game. I think we can improve after the last game. Just small margins. But yeah, we're really looking forward to the opportunity today to sort of put that right.
Any changes to your side?
Just one change. Riley Meredith comes into the squad and the 11 today for Liam Scott.
Reasons for that?
Just a bit of ball speed, I think. Again, we've had good pace and bounce in the wicket the other day, so I think Riley can give us that.
All right, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Mahedi, you're on the verge of history. Have you, as a group, spoken about that?
Yeah, definitely. It was an excellent match. I think it's a great opportunity for us the first time. And yes, we are very excited. And the boys played really well the last match.
What are you looking to improve from the first ODI?
Yeah, we make a partnership. You know, the bowling unit that did very well in the last match, and the batting unit, we need to more partnership than the middle overs. And I think we're a very good momentum at this moment because everybody get momentum. So we need to focus that area.
Any changes to your
Yeah,
side?
yes, we got on chance. Shomo is playing, Saiv is not playing today.
Reasons for that?
I think, yes, Shomo did very well last couple of matches, and Saiv, yes, you need to little rest, and the way they're batting, but unfortunately he's missed out, but Shomo, he's the experienced guy, and he knows the conditions, and that's why he's the team.
All right, all the best.
Thank you.
News from the middle. Please walk through, is that Australia have won the toss and elected to bat.
Well, Australia winning the toss again and opted to bat first this time around. The surface played really well in the first match. The wickets talking. Are you listening? Athar Ali Khan was in the middle for the pitch report.
It's another day, hot and humid conditions. We've moved from pitch number 4 to pitch number 6. There are cracks. If you take the batter's stance, there are cracks, but that should not be a bother. What might be a bit of a concern, especially on this track, is this one. You can see a little bit of split here, and that is in front of the batter's eyes. Probably around 4 to 6 meters. So maybe once the teams comes in, they'll be targeting whether we can pitch it up here, because if they do, if you're a right-hander, that's right in front of you. So it might do a little bit, but it looks a pitch with grass, nice grass covering. I still feel this is going to be a very good batting surface. Remember, 280 plus for Bangladesh. Bowlers, in terms of bowlers, you got to hit the right line and lengths in terms of what Nathan Allens did, and also the fast and furious Nahid Rana. But if you can pitch it right, you can trouble the batters. But if a batter is willing to spend time in the middle, they will score runs on the surface.
Well, there's everything in the pitch for the bowlers and the batters. We'll talk more about the surface after the short break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to S Developers Presents Straight Drive. I'm alongside Athar Ali Khan and Brad Ogg. I'll start with Athar again. Athar bhai, you were in the middle for the pitch report. We have seen the first ODI playing really well for both the batters and the bowlers. How it looks like now?
It looks good, Mazhar. It looks good. I mentioned about that crack, which is not visible to a batter when he's batting from that end where the pitch report was done. But once you get closer, you can see that. And that is a crack which is not far away. It's probably between 4 and 6 meters and in front of the stump. So maybe that's one of the areas where bowlers would need to try to bowl at. But and having said that, I think it looks a really good, decent pitch for, even for batters, because there is bounce. I mean, what is impressive about this surface is that even bounce throughout the 100 overs if it had gone that way. But if batters are willing to spend time in the middle, I think runs to be made here on a surface. I think this is a very good sporting wickets.
Hoggy, Aussie captain opted to bat first this time around, so it must be a different strategy today.
Yeah, well, it's a different strategy. Obviously, the heat the other day in the field played a big part. Australia just weren't energetic enough, and Attar's finding cracks in the pitch, and Bangladesh are finding cracks in the Australian batting lineup as well. But for me, they've got to be able to rectify the pace of Rana, try and get him off that line and length and put pressure back on him. He bowled a beautiful line and length. The first over was wayward, but once he got his line and length, Australia had no answers. Yep. And the left-handers have to find a way to play right-hand spin. Sure. Connolly was backing away too much, trying to hit through backward point. When it's on the leg stump, he's got to have an option to work the off-spinner on the leg side, just to put pressure on the spinner. And Renshaw, normally a good player of spin, was just found wanting, just prodding at it.
Have a look at the Australian team. They made one change though. Maybe comes in place of Scott.
Yeah, I was expecting that, but it would have been nice to have Liam Scott have another go, because you've brought young players over, you've given them an opportunity, and I was talking to young Liam Scott before we came onto the studio here, and he'd learned something. He said he'd do something a little bit different when it came to his mind. He'd do it early, and that's coming around the wicket. But Meredith coming on in gives them extra pace, extra firepower in that pace attack, and that's good for Bangladesh cricket, because it gives them a test to the batters. Are you up for it in a World Cup contest with that extra pace? Because that's one aspect of Bangladesh cricket right now that just needs a little bit of a spur on.
Atabai, one change for Bangladesh as well. Shomo Shaka coming in place of Saif Hassan. Your thought on the playing 11?
Yeah, I'm just thinking the reason behind it, because they've just only played one game, as you mentioned. There were Australia also making one change, but we'll have to see, wait and see what he does, because he did look good, especially in that series against West Indies. Remember, he got 45 and a 91 in that series, but he missed out. But again, a solid unit here. Tanzit got a 50, Shanto also got a 50, Liton missed out. Hridoy was also looking to be in business with the bat. Mosaddek was sensational. I thought a great comeback for him. And it's when you talk about the bottom part, Madison Miraj and company will also be looking forward to make early inroads, because Australia is batting first. So they will not need to bowl really well and ensure that they pick up early wickets.
What sort of a total you think Australia will be happy to put?
Ooh, tough one here. It has to go 260, 270. You have to have that, because you're playing against a team at home conditions. They've been winning matches at regular intervals at home, winning series. So you want to push them back, go beyond 260, 270.
Hoggy, what about you?
I think they've got to go 260, 270, but the one thing that I'm looking forward to today is seeing how this young Australian team turn things around, and what they've learnt from Pakistan to here, where they've been put on the back foot. Have they got the mindset to turn things around and be competitive?
Thank you very much, gents.
Thank you.
All right, correction or confirmation. We are all set. The stage is set. Mirpur is alive. And the voices in the comm box are all set to take us through. Shamim Chaudhary and Lisa Stalliker, over to you.